Noble patricians, patrons of my right, defend the justice of my cause with arms, and countrymen, my loving followers, plead my successive title with your swords. I am his firstborn son, that was the last that wore the imperial diadem of Rome. Then let my father's honours live in me, nor wrong mine age with this indignity.
Romans, friends, followers, favourers of my right, if ever Bassianus, Caesar's son, were gracious in the eyes of royal Rome, keep then this passage to the Capitol, and suffer not dishonour to approach the imperial seat, to virtue consecrate, to justice, continence, and nobility, but let desert in pure election shine. And Romans, fight for freedom in your choice.
Princes, that strive by factions and by friends, ambitiously for rule and empery, know that the people of Rome, for whom we stand, a special party have, by common voice, in election for the Roman empery, chosen Andronicus, surnamed Pius, for many good and great deserts to Rome. A nobler man, a braver warrior, lives not this day within the city walls. He by the Senate is excited home, from weary wars against the barbarous Goths, that, with his sons, a terror to our foes, hath yoked a nation strong, trained up arms. 10 years are spent since he first undertook this cause of Rome, and chastised with arms our enemy's pride. 5 times he hath returned, bleeding to Rome, bearing his valiant sons in coffins from the field. And now, at last, laden with horror's spoils, returns the good Andronicus to Rome, renowned Titus, flourishing in arms. Let us entreat, by honour of his name, whom worthily ye would now succeed, and in the Capitol and Senate's right, whom you pretend to honour and adore, that you withdraw you and abate your strengths. Dismiss your followers, and as suitors should, plead your deserts in peace and humbleness.
Marcus Andronicus, so I do ally in thy uprightness and integrity, and so I love and honour thee and thine, thy noble brother Titus and his sons, and her to whom my thoughts are humbled all, gracious Lavinia, Rome's rich ornament, that I will here dismiss my loving friends, and to my fortunes and the people's favour commit my cause in balance to be weighed.
Romans, make way. The good Andronicus, patron of virtue, Rome's best champion, successful in the battles that he fights, with honour and with fortune is returned from where he circumscribed with his sword, and brought to yoke the enemies of Rome.
Hail, Rome, victorious in thy mourning weeds! Lo, as the bark that hath discharged her fraught returns with precious jading to the bay from whence at first she weighed her anchorage. Cometh Andronicus bound with laurel boughs to resalute his country with his tears, tears of true joy for his return to Rome. Thou great defender of this capital, stand gracious to the rights that we intend. Romans of 25 valiant sons, half of the number that King Priam had, behold the poor remains alive and dead. These that survive let Rome reward with love, these that I bring unto their latest home with burial amongst their ancestors. Here, Goths, have given me leave to sheathe my sword. Titus, unkind and careless of thine own, why sufferest thou thy sons unburied yet to hover on the dreadful shore of Styx? Make way to lay them by their brethren. There greet in silence, as the dead are wont, and sleep in peace, slain in your country's wars. O sacred receptacle of my joys, sweet cell of virtue and nobility, how many sons of mine hast thou in store that thou wilt never render to me more?
Roman brethren, gracious conqueror, victorious Titus, rue the tears I shed, a mother's tears in passion for her son. And if thy sons were ever dear to thee, oh, think my son as dear to me. Sufficeth not that we are brought to Rome to beautify thy triumphs and return captive to thee and to thy Roman yoke, but must my sons be slaughtered in the streets for valiant doings in their country's cause? Oh, if to fight for king and commonweal were piety in thine, it is in these. Andronicus, stain not thy tomb with blood. Wilt thou draw near the nature of the gods? Draw near them then in being merciful. Sweet mercy is nobility's true badge. Thrice noble Titus, spare my firstborn son.
Patience yourself, madam, and pardon me. These are their brethren, whom you Goths beheld alive and dead, and for their brethren slain, religiously they ask a sacrifice. To this your son is marked, and die he must, to appease their groaning shadows that are gone.
Oh, cruel, irreligious piety! Was ever Scythia half so barbarous? Oppose not Scythia to ambitious Rome. Alarbus goes to rest, and we survive to tremble under Titus' threatening looks. Then I will stand resolved, but hope withal the self-same gods that armed the queen of Troy with opportunity of sharp revenge upon the Thracian tyrant in his tent may favour Tamara, queen of Goths, when Goths were Goths and Tamara were queen, to quit the bloody wrongs upon her foes.